If it smells like salmon, keep on it jamming. If it smells like trout, get the f out. Wait, what? That was a bad joke. But YouTube, look, we got some smoked salmon. And we're gonna make legit on our skillet. We're gonna make some deliciousness. And you see this? Bacon grease, steak grease. Just grease from all the things that I've been cooking up lately. If it's smoked salmon, we should definitely get some liquid smoke. We'll fillet the pan with some country crock for the bottom half and the top half. You already know this process. Yes. Look at that. Grease and fresh butter. Now we need this. Oh yeah, we need to add a splash of olive oil, extra virgin, to that. Yes. We don't have lemon, although a splash of lemon would make this beautiful. But we're gonna throw in a splash of olive oil with that liquid smoke, just to really flavor that fish. And while that pan heats up, we're gonna get the fish ready. Yes. Yes, look at this. Smoked salmon. Look at that, the fish skin's still on there. That's beautiful. Take a fork and we're gonna stab it. We're gonna prep this fish just like we did with our steak. And we're gonna season it with a Rusk County all meat seasoning. You want to put a nice hefty sprinkle of that seasoning on top of our fish after poking holes in it. That's nice little dish. I don't have any melted cheese for the top of there, but that's alright, YouTube. Properly seasoned. It's a nice fat chunk. Beautiful. Beautiful, YouTube. It'll shrink in the pan. Now, I'm not trying to be stereotypical or offend anyone, but I love to cook. So there we go. What's up? Look at that. Let's season that up properly. Yes. We got the Payne County Rust all meat seasoning. Let's see how it does for fish. We got some smoked salmon. That's what's up, YouTube. That's enough for that. Yeah, that's enough seasoning for that. Just wanted to do some magic. So I take some of that country crock and we're gonna dollop it on to the top of our fish. And I have no idea how the fuck this is gonna turn out. It's probably gonna be delicious. It's probably gonna taste like, I don't know, YouTube. No, yes, we got the seasoning and the butter. We're gonna splash that with a couple drops of liquid smoke and some beers. So yes, a couple drops of liquid smoke into the fish. Beautiful. Couple splashes of olive oil on top of the skin. That's definitely enough of that. Now we got ourselves a Bud Light Platinum. Pour that on top of our smoked salmon. the whole bottle of Bud Light Platinum in the dish. All that butter and the holes I poked just are the same as the steak treatment that I did for my last cooking video. All that flavor and the butter is gonna seep through the fish. A splash of lemon juice is usually preferred with fish, but this is a different take. If I had lemon juice, I would add it, yes. Now, all that Russ County Payne meat seasoning, yes, let's pour a splash of beer on the top layer of that. And that's enough beer for that recipe, yes. Now we're just gonna rotate it and cook it with that spoon as gently as we can until it's fully cooked. Try not to overcook it or undercook it. But there you go, smoked salmon. It's got liquid smoke, butter, beer, greasy bacon steak, grease goodness. Oh, yes. And a nice mean collection of hot sauces. There's the hot sauce we used. Now this part's optional. I could sprinkle cheese, but don't particularly have or feel like sprinkling. You know the drill. One, I don't have any, and two, it's just like, hey, check this out. Put a splash of that ghost pepper on top of our fish. That's enough hot sauce. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at all the hot sauce. When I want to flip it over for a second, let that hot sauce grill into our fish. YouTube. Oh, the ghost pepper's mean. But look at that. Yes. We're gonna let it cook on the hot ghost pepper side first. And then we're gonna flip it over here in a couple of minutes. Pour a splash of beer on top. Get some beer on top. Perfect amount of beer on top. Put a couple more drops of that liquid smoke on top of our salmon, baby. Yes, that'll do it. Oh yes, that's beautiful. Smoked salmon, baby. I've seen what fully cooked fish looks like plenty of times, so I'll know what I'm looking for when it's fully cooked. I'd rather be overcooked than under. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? To be fair, I've never really cooked fish. Cobra thinks he can cook. That's fucking hilarious. Chef Gordon Ramsay must be pissing his pants with laughter. But all jokes aside, we're gonna baste all the pan oil from our previous smoked salmon cooking session with all the flavors that we've just recently incorporated. We want to drench the salmon in that. I want to step outside and have a smoke while this is slowly cooking to perfection. YouTube. I wish you had smell-o-vision, because you could smell this gorgeous hunk of smoked salmon being cooked up right now on a low and easy, slow chill heat. Oh yes, my mouth is watering just tasting it in the air. That's pretty much the color you want when you're cooking fish. You don't want it to be pink. You want it to be a nice sand color like the beach that you drag it upon. But trust me, I spent the last of my beer to make this recipe, and it was totally worth it. Even if I don't have cheese. This smoked salmon, this, YouTube, this smoked salmon is smelling pretty fucking dank. See, it's so tender it just fucking breaks apart. No. That's easy enough to clean up. I'll be right back. Trying to pull pops off me tobacco pipe. This smoked salmon's just about done, yes. Let it cook up for a bit longer. And turn it to a medium heat. Let it cook for a little bit longer. Sometimes because it's tender doesn't mean it's fully cooked. Oh, it's fried on the other side one more time. Oh, look, that fucking smoked salmon. This recipe is completely experimental, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I'm not going to have room to finish it all, but all the grease from this fish, this pan's gonna get cleaned out before my next recipe. This plate of yo. Was Cobra smoked salmon in vain? Oh, was it? Yes, worth the attempt. Spicy fish. That was pretty good. You know how fully cooked fish is all a peach pink. That's how this is. So even though the fillet didn't stay together and look all pretty for camera, it still turned out decent.